in New York, when we shut down Times Square and had tens of thousands of people there, we knew right there that we had something special with this fight. As the press tour went on, 10 cities across the nation, into Mexico, hundreds of thousands of people lining the street, cheering on their fighters. The chants of "Si se puede," "Yes, we can," or "Hard work, dedication," "Hard work, dedication," was firing on these two fighters, but really sparked up that amazing promotion as well. On Tuesday, June the 25th, the tickets went on sale here at the MGM Grand Garden. Within less than an hour, sold out, shattering the previous gate record held by Mayweather versus De La Hoya. Almost $20 million worth of tickets sold in less than an hour. We knew we had something special. Since then, the updates we've been getting from the movie theaters, you heard it before, sold out already movie theaters across the United States. Bars and restaurants in record numbers on closed circuit. Closed circuit here in Las Vegas, 26,000 seats will be sold out. Merchandising record set. No other event, whether boxing, sporting, or concerts have done as well as this fight here. 5,000 shirts sold already, and the fight week barely started. Internationally, the fight is shown in 162 countries around the world. Some records are being broken there as well. We got an update from Australia already, just to mention one, that the all-time pay-per-view record in Australia will be broken as well. Which brings us to the granddaddy of them all, the domestic pay-per-view market here in the United States. The early indications are off the charts. Off the charts. The message we're getting is, we have nothing to compare it to. Never seen the kind of early volume. We know we have something special here. We know as well that we have something special when you have celebrities calling, offering to pay for tickets. We know we have something special. Together, all of you here, fight fans watching at home, live on CBS Sports Network, and on the online platforms, you media members, TV cameras, crews from around the world, this is a proud day for boxing. There are not too many days like this, but today is a proud day. And together this week, with your help, we are going to go after the all-time pay-per-view record and break that as well. This is the fight to do it. Let's do it together. This fight is a co-promotion with Mayweather Promotion. Since 2007, Floyd, Mayweather Promotions, and Golden Boy have worked hand in hand. It's about empowering each other. It's about empowering the sport of boxing. That's what Mayweather wants. That's what Golden Boy wants. It's a pleasure for me now to introduce to you the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerby.
Thank you, Richard. On behalf of Mayweather Promotions, we would like to thank all our corporate sponsors, BMGM, Showtime, CBS, Mayweather Promotions, all my staff, the Money Team, and Golden Boy Promotions and their staff. This has been a wonderful promotion thus far, and we appreciate all the support from the media and the fans. This is going to be a tremendous fight come Saturday night, and the fans are going to be the winners. Thank you.
They say that Las Vegas is the fight capital of the world. I think we need to be a bit more specific. The MGM is the fight capital of the world. Look back the last 10, 15, 20 years. All the big fights have been taking place right here. This venue is built for pay-per-view, is built for big fights. And as you walk around the property here, today, tomorrow is around fight week, you see that the MGM has taken total integration of a property into the event to new levels. You see the fight store in the lobby, unbelievable. I mean, you see throughout the casino, the signage, that there's a spirit here, a festive spirit for the sport of boxing. And the man who is responsible to bring all these big fights here to Las Vegas is the president of sports and entertainment for the MGM Resort Group, and that's Richard Stern. Please welcome my good friend, Richard Stern.
Thanks, Richard. Good afternoon to the media, the fighters, and our partners at Golden Boy Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, and Showtime Pay-Per-View. We're anticipating another spectacular championship event this Mexican Independence Day weekend, and are confident the fans watching worldwide on TV and in the arena will witness one of the greatest fights the sport has ever produced between these two undefeated champions. It is a pleasure to welcome back Floyd Mayweather to his home here at MGM Grand and to extend the same greeting to Canelo Alvarez. This unprecedented event with two undefeated fighters is the crowning moment of this weekend's activities, and the experience will go beyond fight night for our guests and boxing fans. Our MGM Resorts properties have created a variety of opportunities for the fans to enjoy this once-in-a-lifetime experience, including the closed-circuit viewing at 6 of our 10 resorts, as well as food and beverage specials at a number of our restaurants, bars, and lounges, among other great options. There is no doubt that all of Las Vegas and the world will feel like they are part of this historic event this weekend. We'd like to give a special thanks to Oscar De La Hoya, Richard Schaefer, and the entire Golden Boy promotion staff, Al Heyman, Leonard Elodie, and the Mayweather Promotions team, Team Alvarez and their staff, Stephen Espinoza with Showtime, Keith Kaiser of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. We'd also like to thank our friends and partners at Cirque for allowing us to use the Car Theaters today. Once again, thank you for being here, and we look forward to seeing you Saturday for this historic event. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. I'd like to acknowledge Keith, the Executive Director, Keith Kaiser from the Nevada State Athletic Commission as well. He had to leave. He had to go to the weigh-in for Thursday night's fights here at the MGM. So he sends his regards, and obviously we are very happy to be here in Nevada again, the best athletic commission in the world. This fight is for the WBC, WBA, and Ring Championship. These are, without questions, two of the best fighters, the two best fighters in these weight classes, but really two of the best fighters, the best fighter in the sport of boxing, fighting each other. The WBC has produced a very special belt for this occasion. It's a first. It's a first that they have melted a big gold bar into the belt. So this is a belt made out of pure gold. It is a pleasure now for me to introduce to you Mauricio Suleiman, the Executive Director of the WBC.
Good afternoon, muy buenas tardes. First, it's an honor for me to represent my father, Jose Suleiman, in this such a huge event. Just to see all these cameras, all the press from the world, it's very exciting for me, very nervous. The WBC would like to first acknowledge that we stand behind our great hero, Oscar De La Hoya. He will be successful, and we will always be with him. He's a great champion. We're very happy, very proud to be back at the MGM. Mr. Richard Stern is the greatest host and one of the greatest persons in boxing. Without the MGM, boxing will not be the same. Showtime with Golden Boy together have been an unbelievable, history-breaking, fight-after-fight combination. We're very proud of Richard Schaefer and his formidable team of Mayweather Promotions, Canelo Promotions. This is such an unbelievable event with so many people working together to make this happen. But the fight is about two persons, two champions, two undefeated champions. Canelo Alvarez, undefeated, Floyd Mayweather, undefeated. Both have had a great relationship with the WBC for many years. We're very proud of them, and we're praying that everything goes well and the winner comes out as the greatest fighter of today. The WBC, with 50 years creation in Mexico City, has created a very special belt, which is made out of pure gold. It has the new WBC logo. It has Canelo photo in gold coin, Floyd photo in gold coin, and the word of Mexico, because this belt will bring the heart of the whole country and the 165 countries affiliated to the WBC to the winner. We wish everybody the best of luck. We're very happy to be in Nevada again, and this is going to be a night to remember. Muchísima suerte, Canelo, que Dios te bendiga. The best of luck, Floyd, God bless you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Mauricio. This weekend, as I mentioned, it's showtime for our sport. What Stephen and his colleagues at CBS and CBS Sports Network and all the associated properties have done for this fight is absolutely unheard, unseen of. I'd like to thank Leslie Munez, the legendary chairman and CEO of CBS, for his commitment to the sport of boxing. He's a big boxing fan himself, and he will be sitting ringside and to watch this amazing fight. I'd like to thank as well Matt Blank, the chairman of Showtime, for his passion and support of boxing. And now it's a pleasure for me to ask my good friend, my longtime friend, the president of Showtime Sports, Stephen Espinosa.
Thank you, Richard. I'd also like to thank Richard Sturm and the entire MGM Grand staff for their hospitality, including letting us host this event at this beautiful Cod Theater. I feel that maybe Richard Schaefer and I should do some somersaults or maybe climb a pole or something to do this theater justice, but we'll try to entertain in the meantime. This has been a banner year for Showtime Sports. The strongest programming, the biggest and best fights, the strongest ratings on Showtime in a long, long time. Showtime, in fact, has set new ratings records 3 times in the last 12 months. And these two men, Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez, are a big part of that, as well as Richard Schaefer and Al Heyman, who together put together some of the best fights the sport has seen in quite a long time. And now during this run, it's quite fitting that we have this incredible event, the biggest and best event in recent memory, the one. It's only fitting also that this is breaking records. The biggest live gate, the biggest closed circuit distribution, more marketing and sponsor activation than any other pay-per-view event. And a very prominent and valuable part of the marketing promotion campaign has been the CBS Corporation. No other boxing event in recent history has received the kind of broad exposure that this event has received. That includes the CBS Sports Network, which is televising this event live. We'll be televising tomorrow's press event live. We'll be doing a live post-fight show. There's no other network in the sport that is doing that right now. They are truly innovating with the promotional commitment to this sport. It also includes the CBS Sports Radio Network and over 150 radio stations that are helping support this event through editorial programming and promotional support. Also includes CBS Interactive, a top 10 global web property that's streaming this event live on the internet through cbssports.com and its affiliates. And of course, this includes America's #1 network, the CBS Network, who's been supporting this event through its most valuable programming, including during NFL football, during college football, and even during primetime programming this week. For those of you who are college football fans, I urge you all to tune in for the start of this Saturday's college football game on CBS, 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern. And make sure not to be late because there'll be a little bit of surprise for those boxing fans at the top of that broadcast. Amid all this record-breaking activity, it's sometimes easy to forget where this all started. The truth is, none of this happens, and none of us are here right now, except for these two great champions, Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. Without them and their commitment to taking difficult fights, to taking the most challenging fights, to entertaining the sport, this event doesn't happen, and that shouldn't be lost in all the fanfare. That goes for this card, top to bottom. Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse, each of them could take in easier fights. You know, Ishe Smith, Carlos Molina could take in easier fights. The same for Ashley Theophane and Pablo Cesar Cano. But the reality is, each of these fighters has shown their commitment to taking a difficult fight, a challenging fight, and putting on an entertaining event. And that's why I have full confidence that this is going to be one of the most memorable pay-per-view events, you know, in recent history. In fact, one final note I'd like to make, we are expecting an incredible volume of activity for the pay-per-view on Saturday. We're urging everyone to buy the pay-per-view early, on Thursday or Friday. You don't want to be the one who gets caught, you know, on the phone or in a technical mess up and misses the fight. So make sure to buy it early. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Stephen. And now this is all what you've been waiting for. Canelo, Floyd, Floyd, and Canelo. Canelo Mania has swept the country, no question about it. It started in Mexico. I talked to my friends at Televisa in Mexico, which will carry the event. There are 112 million Mexicans living in Mexico. They said that they expect somewhere between 70 to 80 million Mexicans watching this fight, establishing a new all-time record for people watching television in Mexico. I asked, well, what are the other 32 million doing? And they said, well, probably watching too. Yes, Canelo has the looks. He's often referred to as the Mexican James Dean here. Yes, he has the charisma. Yes, he has the personality, and he has the presence. But most importantly, he has the talent. A talent which was discovered by Chepo Reynoso and nurtured by Chepo and his son, Eddie. Today, Canelo Alvarez is a world champion. He's undefeated. He's one of the most recognized and best fighters in the world. Chepo is no newcomer to boxing. He has managed and trained and prepared many great champions from Mexico for battle and come away with victory. He knows talent when he sees it. He's one of the most respected boxing trainers and boxing figures in all of Mexico. Please welcome now, Chepo Reynoso.
Muy buenas tardes. Estamos muy contentos de estar aquí. Agradezco a todos la presencia de tantos medios.
Good afternoon. We're very happy to be here and appreciate everybody that's here from the press.
Desde que se firmó esta pelea, se ha hablado mucho, se ha dicho mucho, se ha comentado mucho y existe razón porque es una pelea histórica. Pero yo creo que el momento de hablar ya terminó. Se trata de demostrar y el sábado vamos a demostrar que Saúl Álvarez es el mejor libra por libra. Gracias.
There's been much talk about this fight, and of course, because it's going to make history, it's a historic fight. But the time for talking is over, and on Saturday night, Saúl Canelo Alvarez is going to make history, and he will be victorious. Thank you.
Eddie Reynoso is the man with the plan. He and his father work out the strategy to win. They have done it 42 times. That's worked 42 times. Their plan is working, and their plan will be working on Saturday night as well. Please welcome now the co-trainer of Canelo Alvarez, Eddie Reynoso.
Buenas tardes a todos los presentes. Pues un orgullo estar en una cartelera tan grande, ser los participantes. Uno como mexicano, pues siempre sale fuera a demostrar que podemos. El 14 de septiembre, así lo van a ver. Nos hemos preparado bastante bien y ese día vamos a salir con la mano en alto y vamos a demostrar que el boxeo mexicano es el número 1. Muchas gracias.
Good afternoon, thank you all for being here. It's a great pleasure to be part of this historic event. Obviously, as a Mexican, we always come out to demonstrate that we can, and on Saturday is going to be no different. We're going to prove that we can. Thank you.
You either got it or you don't. Many can fight, but few can inspire. Many can fight, but few can inspire. Canelo is the total package. He installs hopes in millions of people, leading by example, showing that anything is possible. The chants of "Si se puede," yes we can, will be heard all around Mexico and the United States. Hoy, Canelo es el número 1 de México. En el fin de sábado, 14 de septiembre, Canelo será el número 1 del mundo. Me da un gran placer de introducir mi gran amigo, el mejor peleador del mundo, el campeón, Saúl "El Canelo" Álvarez. ¡Viva México!
Buenas tardes. Primero que nada quiero agradecerles a todos el apoyo que nos han brindado y pues nada más decirles que venimos muy contentos, hicimos una gran preparación, realizamos una gran preparación, nos sentimos muy bien, listos para el sábado, nomás estamos esperando el día y listos para ganar, como siempre. Nos preparamos como nunca para ganar, como siempre. Estoy muy agradecido con mi equipo, que siempre ha estado desde que inicié y ahora hemos hecho una gran preparación, cada día mejor, porque las peleas lo requieren y el sábado 14 de septiembre tengan por seguro que voy a ganar. Gracias.
Good afternoon, thank you all for being here. It truly is a pleasure to be part of this. I appreciate all of you and all the support for this fight. I had a great preparation. My team for working hard with me, and on Saturday night I will be victorious. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and now it's a pleasure for me to introduce to you again the CEO of Mayweather Promotion, good friend Leonard Elliott.
Before I introduce Floyd, I would like to acknowledge his father, who's his trainer, Floyd Mayweather Sr. Along with Roger Mayweather, former two-time world champion. Next, he don't really need no introduction. I mean, face of boxing, highest paid athlete in sports, accomplished everything, broke all records. Come Saturday night, you guys will see the same old Floyd Mayweather. None other than 8-time world champion, 5 different weight classes, money man himself.
First off, I want to thank God, because without God, all this wouldn't be possible. I want to thank my team. My team has been brilliant. The media, you guys have been brilliant. Leonard, you've done a tremendous job. Al Heyman, you've done a tremendous job. Richard Schaefer, the Golden Boy staff, you guys done a hell of a job to make this fight happen, to make this event happen. Training camp, we had a beautiful training camp. The all-access team, you guys was remarkable. The young champions, they helped me get ready. I appreciate you guys. And I've been here before, so I know what it takes. I mean, a guy, 42-0, he hasn't faced 42 Floyd Mayweathers because he'd be 0-42. So I don't really worry about who he has faced. Whatever any fighter can do good, I can do great. I was born to be here. I was born to be at this level. I'm at the pinnacle. I'm the face of boxing. And I'm dedicated to my craft. It took hard work, dedication, prayers, and belief in a good team. I want to thank all the sponsors. Got to thank Showtime. Got to thank MGM Grand. Got to thank CBS. You guys have been remarkable. And it don't stop right now. September 14th is just another stepping stone, just another opponent to me. But he knows he's facing Floyd Mayweather. I'm facing just another opponent. My dad and Roger, two of the best trainers in the world. What else can I say? We have a great chemistry. We work day in and day out in the gym. And I'm happy that my dad just, he's back with my team. We're working hand in hand. Everybody that's behind the scenes that's worked with us, I want to thank you guys and all the sponsors. It's fight time. What else can I say? I'm dedicated. I'm hungry. September 14th, same one thing. No matter what's the game plan. If the game plan is to keep pressure, I know how to handle it. If the game plan is to box, can't nobody outbox me. You got to be able to. You have to be able to outmatch me mentally, and I'm the strongest mental fighter in the sport of boxing. Thank you. See you guys Saturday.
Thank you, Floyd. Thank you, Canelo. Thank you all. And remember, together this week, let's make history. We are going to face off the fighters now, and then they're going to be available for one-on-one interview. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get the print writers up to the stage first. We have one side of the stage. Row D, if you're sitting in row D, please get to the side of the theater and we will get you up here on stage first with Floyd. After that, we will get the TV crews back to the back location to do interviews with Canelo. So please, print writers in row D, as in Dallas, to the side. House, right.
There you go, PB.
Once again, folks, print journalists, house right, there's one access point to the stage. If you are in row D, please go immediately to the side of the stage. You'll be escorted up to the stage. Lisa, please let the print writers up to the stage.
That's beautiful stuff. So, a quick recap of what you got. All out of focus, obviously.
Who's saying that? No, you've got what you got.